Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to start bringing you through the design and putting together our guest suite in our new home. We have a few different rooms we'll be using as guest bedrooms, but this one is like the proper king-sized guest suite with an ensuite bathroom. This is the one that probably will be used the most. I already put together a design of what I have planned for this room. I will put the design board right here. So it's going to be a mix of furniture from our old home. You might recognize those. And then we did get a new bed in, which is absolutely beautiful. It was from Wayfair. Got a new mattress in, some new bedding to play around with, and we're starting it off today with painting, as you can see. So I really wanted like a nice, deep, cozy neutral for this room. So earlier this week, I picked up some paint samples and put them on the wall, and I have chosen one of them. And I started cutting in yesterday. Today, we're gonna attempt to cut in and finish painting so that I can get this room back together. But let me show you what we have so far and give you a little room tour. All right, well, ignore the fact that the bed is sitting in the middle of the room with a bunch of junk on it. This is the guest suite. As you can see, it really is the perfect size for that because all it really fits is our king bed. And then I'm gonna do some nightstands on either sides with the mirrors. I'm planning on doing some like gallery wall artwork above the bed. And then we had some really beautiful custom draperies with a valance that were already in the home. They came with the home. Those will be going back there. Doing a dresser over here. And I actually really love the light fixture that was in this room. I wanna show you the ensuite bathroom that's attached to it because it's one of my favorite parts of the home. Such a gorgeous design. There was this moody sort of like navy, I think lime wash on the wall. Gorgeous mirror, some fun light fixtures, and look at this vanity. The marble, the wood, and this gorgeous handmade looking tile. And then the shower also has that dark and moody handmade tile. I did want to make sure that whatever paint color and like decor I had going on this room did sort of flow. So if I can remember the names of the ones I sampled, this was Ashley Gray by Benjamin Moore, Greige Avenue, Benjamin Moore. This one was a Pharaoh ball color, and I cannot remember what one it was. This is also Pharaoh ball, and I definitely remember the name because the name was Dead Salmon. Possibly the worst paint color name probably ever invented. The one I went with is this one right here, Greige Avenue. And yesterday I started cutting in, which is always the absolute worst part of painting. And today we're gonna finish it and then get rolling. I have elicited Greg to help me. We're gonna see if we can knock this out because we have some guests coming to stay with us next weekend. Just a steady hand. All right, you guys, Greg and I just finished the walls. Love the color. This is the rug that we have in here. How nicely that goes together. And then a cream velvet on the bed. And then I've used these in other rooms before, but this is my favorite little like home upgrade. I get these on Amazon. I particularly love this style of outlet cover. It's like a pretty antique brass with a beaded detail on it. And then anywhere where I have visible outlet covers, I will put them. If it's not visible like behind the bed, I'm not gonna worry about it, but like over here, just a pretty little detail. I feel like it's the little things like this, like the pretty decorative touches. Maybe not everybody would realize, but I always pick up on when I see like a beautiful home. It's all in the details, and it's not an expensive thing to do, especially if you only do them where they're visible. They're such nice quality metal. There you go. I feel like I should measure.
Sure.
All right, so we moved these nightstands in here. They were our nightstands from our last primary bedroom. And before I had hung arched mirrors above them, and I'm doing the exact same thing here. We actually had them hung on the wall before we painted, so the screws are already in there. And I'm gonna show you a little trick that I've been doing for years. Is it the right way? Absolutely not. Could I do it better? Sure, but this is what I do. If for some reason I hang two screws to hang something, and when I hang them, it's not quite even, I just put a little piece of folded up paper towel on top of the screw, so it has a little something to rest on, and it like kind of lifts it up a little bit to where it needs to be. Listen, I'm not a pro DIYer here. I'm certainly not a pro installer. The paper towel trick has been working for me for years. Looking good. And this says more about my poor measuring skills than my resourcefulness, but same thing also happened on this side. So we just gotta, you know, even her out. All right, looking good. Okay, let's go to the paint. There's the screw hole. Okay. Okay, so next up is going to be bedding. I have already made the bed with this gorgeous designer Look for Less velvet quilt from Amazon. This is one of my absolute favorite finds. I own it in 3 colors. And then these pillows, these were honestly kind of the inspiration for this room, for the color. These are from Amazon as well. Pretty quality. I loved the peacock kind of toile pattern. But you know, before we make up the bed, I think I'm gonna add some decor to the nightstands. I definitely wanna bring a little bit of additional color in here. I have some light blue faux hydrangea. I'm actually gonna just take you with me into the garage. That's where I keep all of my decor that I have not used yet, that I'm storing kind of like overflow. Most of it just hasn't been used yet since we moved in. I'm still putting together so many areas of the house. So I'm gonna go into the garage, into my little store, if you will, and see what we can't find. It used to be a lot more organized, but here's what I have left to kind of pull from. Immediately, I'm thinking this pretty vase. It's like the perfect size for a nightstand. This was an Amazon find. And I feel like these crystal like candle holders, I think these were from Amazon too. What else? I always like to do some sort of tray or something on a nightstand, like a little catch-all. This guy, these are really great, even just for like styling on the dresser. Ooh, and I do like this. This was a like vintage thrifted find. I like that color. Just shop in my own garage. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put these faux flowers in this vase. Here, I'm not gonna bend them. Usually I just like bend them, but I'm just gonna clip them. We'll just play around. Oh God. Oh. Are these shears dull? Grr. I think she's cute. All right, playing around here. Catch-all. All right, the time has come to make the bed. I feel like this is when the whole room is just gonna come to life. I'm using pretty much all Amazon bedding. I have found, and I feel like perfected, a recipe, or at least certain pieces that I absolutely love that totally look and feel high-end designer, cozy, luxe, high quality. So that's what we're using. I love like a neutral color duvet because then you can switch up things like your quilt, your accent pillows, and mix some color in there. Also, if you are looking for sleeping pillows, these are the best sleeping pillows on Amazon. Like they're cushy, they're soft. I get the down alternative ones and they're perfect. I'll also link the insert I use. I don't do anything crazy. I don't do like two double stuffed or anything because the way I make the bed, I feel like gives it that nice and fluffy look. Okay, here is where the magic happens. The double fold. This is the only way I make my bed. I feel like it makes it look like a hotel bed and gives it that nice fluffy look by just using one duvet. Okay, so you folded it once down onto itself, and then we're folding it once more back onto itself. These are 20 by 20, I'm doing 3. And then I capped off the little pillowscape with these linen fringe pillow covers in the 12 by 20 lumbar. And here is the final bedding look. Okay, it's time for, I think, the finishing touch on the bedroom. I ordered these amazing gallery frames from Amazon. The quality is incredible. I already unboxed one. I can't wait to show you. They're under $40 and they're huge. So here they are. They're huge, 18 by 18, matted to 8 by 8, and tempered glass. So the quality is really beautiful. They come in a few different finishes. I got the black. Let's go ahead and figure out what kind of artwork to do in here. Okay, forgive my appearance, it's hair wash day, but I did just get an idea for this gallery wall art using old coffee table books. So I have a number of books in my collection that are a bit older. They were thrifted, used, but I think they could have some really beautiful images, photos, or even just pages. Let's look through our books and see if we can find anything that is art worthy. World Antiques, Kings and Queens of England. Ooh, this could be good. I feel like this is gonna be so chic. We're only gonna use the queens, obviously. I have dipped into the Vogue book. I mean, stop. Love it. Okay, here's how it turned out, and I love it. I think it's such a great look for only $40, less than $40 a frame. Free artwork from stuff I already had. And then above the bed, like spaced a little bit closer together. I think it's such a good designer look. Guys, I just realized this is it. The room is done. So I'm gonna flip you around and show you like a 360. All right, you guys, that is it. Thanks for following along from start to finish the design of this guest suite. I love it so much, and I really hope any guest that comes to stay with us will love it just as much. I feel like it's warm, it's cozy, it's elegant, but it's still inviting. Everything a guest bedroom should be. I will link everything down below in the caption. If you click on the little more, I will have all of the links of the different pieces we used in this room, the paint color, all of those details. And you can also find everything linked in my LTK and all the Amazon pieces in my Amazon storefront. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because I have got more rooms upstairs here that are not finished yet that I have been documenting the design from start to finish. So lots more fun projects to come. And with that, we'll see you next time.